Hi Glover kids. Hi Tucker kids. Hi Cunningham kids. And hi Collycott kids. Okay, so today's project is a yarn doll. So I'm going to show you a finished project that you can see. So you can see what it looks like. So there she is. She's 100% yarn, except for her eyes, which are 2 gems, and she's got a little piece of tape under here to try to keep her hair on, but the rest of her is yarn. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make this. Alright, so for this project you will need a small book like this. We're going to use this to wrap the yarn around. If you don't have a small book, you can use a notebook or even a watercolor set, something that's about this size. You'll need some gems for the eyes or whatever you would like to use, scissors, a little bit of tape, and some yarn. Okay, so I'm just going to move some stuff over. Alright, so you want to find the end of your yarn and you're going to wrap it around your book or your object about 80 times. So I'm going to hold it with my thumb to start, and then I'm going to count. So I'm going to count up to 80 each time I wrap it around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that until I get to 80. When I'm done and I've gotten all the way up to 80, I'm going to snip it like this. Just snip it right off so it's no longer connected to the ball of yarn. Okay. So here's one that I did with around 80 times. Okay, and I've already cut it. So now I'm going to slide it off. And when I slide it off, I want to try to keep my hand inside it, like that. All right, so it should look kind of like a droopy donut, right? So the next thing that you want to do is cut another piece of yarn from your big ball of yarn so that it is about 8 or 9 inches long, just like that. Okay, so you'll take that, you'll put it through the hole in the middle of your donut. You want to hold it at both ends like I'm doing. See, like that. And then tie it super tight, double knot. Alright. Alright, so now you can lay it down. And here's the top. That's going to be the top of the doll's head. Okay, so now you're going to cut another piece of yarn about 8 inches long. Put that flat in front of you, like that. Alright, so here's the top, the head of the doll right here. I'm going to put it right on top of my cut piece of yarn. And then I'm going to tie it super tight again, double knot. And I'm tying it about 2 inches down from the top. This is going to form the head. So we did the top of the head, and then this is the neck. So I'll hold it up so you can see. So the top of the head and then the neck right here. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it to the side like this. So the head's over here. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut all these loops here at the bottom. You can see them all curvy. I'm going to cut all those loops straight across. So a good way to hold the doll steady is to put one hand on the body of the doll and then cut the loops with your other hand. So go like this. It just keeps it still. You want to make sure you get every single loop. And you can kind of move your fingers through and then you can find all the loops that you missed. I feel like I missed a few. Did I? Yeah, there's another one. There. Okay. So all these pieces down here, they're all different lengths. You can go ahead and trim those to make them nice and neat. It's like giving the doll a haircut. All right. That's good for now. Okay, So it's looking more like a doll, right? Okay, so now you're going to separate out some yarn for the arms. So I'm going to take some yarn from this side, and then some yarn from this side. And now I'm going to tie right here where the hands would be. So you'd have to cut another piece of short yarn again. Okay, tie it off where you want the hand to go. Double knot again, nice and tight. So here it looks like she has like extra long fingers, so I just cut off that yarn so that the hand looks like it's more in proportion to the rest of the doll. So I don't need this, right? So now she's got a smaller hand, right? So I'll do the other one. Tight knot. And then trim off the extra yarn. Like extra pieces sticking out. I'm just gonna trim it. Okay. So the last part is to do her waist. So same thing again, cut a piece of yarn so you can tie around the waist. So I pick up her skirt and then put the yarn underneath and kind of move it up to where her waist would be and then tie it nice and tight. Okay. So the last part is the hair. So the hair is very similar to the way that we made the larger doll. So for the hair, you're going to take your ball of yarn, find the end again, and you're going to wrap the yarn this time around 3 or 4 fingers. Okay. So I'm going to choose like these 4 fingers on me, and you're going to wrap it around 20 times. So hold it with my thumb, and then count 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And of course, wrap it loosely enough that you can slide it off your hand afterwards. So now we have that sort of droopy donut again. Cut a piece of yarn, put it through the opening. So we have that droopy donut hanging again. Tie it super tight. Double knot. Like that. And now I'm gonna cut right at the bottom, right here, like this. It's looking more like hair. And then you can attach the hair with a piece of tape if you like. I'll show you how I did that. Oops, got yarn everywhere now. So I used a small piece of tape and I looped it like that. I looped it. And I put it on the top of the head like that. And then the hair. And then if you have something to use for eyes, you can put the eyes on. Got some green gems to match my green yarn. Oops. And there she is. So on the example one that I showed you at the beginning of the video, to make the little pigtails, all I did was tie the hair with a short piece of yarn and it gave her little pigtails. That's it. I did the hair the same way, except that I tied it on either side. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Have fun with it, and I will see you in the next video.